Hello everyone, happy Sunday. I'm Clark and welcome to Puka GT. How are you getting on? It's been a while, been a minute. I think it was Thursday morning last time I was in with you. I had all sorts of ambitions about getting 2 extra streams in this week. But unfortunately, given a few bits that happened personally, it ended up being a bit too much. Was dying of a headache on Friday. Tried powering through, even pushed the stream scheduled onto YouTube. And about 2 hours out from it, I realised this isn't going to be fun for anyone. I'm not going to be myself. I'm going to be wincing at the screen like this. I'm not going to see anything. I'm going to ruin everyone's races. So I decided to pull the plug. So apologies that I missed out on Friday. I was raging I missed it too. I think it's the first one I've had to miss due to illness like that. So it happens. Here we are. I'm better now. I'm feeling good. And I see I already have Luke in the chat. Thanks, man. I am feeling good. I'm feeling good and I'm glad to be back. How are you getting on? How's your hand? And we have Ants. How's it going, dude? Saw you have improved in your time again, man. Nice one. And Wolfie, so glad to have you back, man. I know it's been a minute. I know you've been busy with work and stuff in the last few weeks. But great to see so many of you already in the chat. Jack, how you doing, man? I'm really looking forward to tonight, our last evening here at Monza. So I'm going to swap over to my main camera here. I got the leaderboard up, so there's been quite a bit of movement globally as well. We have a new world record time setting the Viper again, dethroning the Subaru there. Crazy, almost a full 10th down on 148 now. And of course Wolfie, who has returned to us, and dude, so honored that you've put the Puka moniker at the start of your name. Little community building here, and such a nice time that I have high up my leaderboard, because I'm used to being down here. But all of yous, it's unbelievable how well you've done this week. Like, typically speaking, I benchmark myself on GTSH rank, and if I'm anything within the top 5%, I'm like, this is great, this is a good week for me. This week I think I was in the top 3% of times globally. And even still, this many of you have surpassed me by quite a bit. Half a second. It's insane. You're all improving so much. Especially yourself, Ants. That's such a competitive time. And Luke as well. Like, could you give me a chance, please, this week? The whole point of our rivalry is it's meant to be close. And then, of course, Wolfie, who's been essentially gone for about 2 weeks, pops in for a day and sets that mammoth time. So, before I dive in today to the actual racing, going to do the usual spiel of a few minutes of replay reviews, try get myself back up to pace, and I'll be joining the first race at 8:30. Luke, glad to hear your hand's getting better. That's great. By the way, I know some of you have mentioned to me before about the lag in the stream. It typically is about 40 to 60 seconds from what I'm saying to the time that it reaches your screens. There are some things I can do to mess around with that and reduce it to 15 seconds, but given the fact I'm streaming in 4K, it's a bit risky. So what I will do is I will play around with that next week on one of my morning streams, but I don't want to risk it tonight. We've had issues in the past with these evening streams as is, so I don't want to rock the boat when I've finally had a couple of incident-free streams now. Crashes of OBS notwithstanding. But yeah, if I'm maybe about 30-60 seconds slow getting back to you tonight, I'm either concentrating or there's a little bit of a lag, so apologies for that. Oh, and Ants, oh great, that session where I showed you where you were a bit slower than my lap helped you a lot. That's great. It's so cool that we can use the stream to kind of identify things like that. Oh, and Wolfie, I just noticed there you got a Lightning McQueen livery. Love it. I love cars. The Disney Pixar movie. It's I watch it with my son all the time. Still haven't seen the second or I think there's a third one now as well. Haven't seen it yet. But Wolfie, before we begin, I want to take a quick look at your lap. I saved it into my collection there a minute ago. Okay, collection. Here we go. Saved yours as well, Lance. I won't get a chance to review it before this, but I might take a look at it later if I'm struggling for pace again. A quick like as well there, Wolfie. F1 Plays, how you doing, man? I am speed. Dynaco. You know, I was I was watching the first Toy Story the other day, and I didn't realize that the garage that they pull into by Pizza Planet when Woody and Buzz get out of the truck is a Dynaco branded garage. Like, they have like that Dynaco brand going all the way back to Toy Story, which is pretty cool. Jack, oh, you're in B rank now. You were in A rank for a while there, weren't you? Is that what you mean? You slipped back down to B rank? So let's see. By the way, quick note, everyone, I am alone at home with both the children tonight. My wife is out having drinks with her ga girls. So if the kids wake up, I might need to pop down and check on them. And I think I heard my son screaming there, so might need to peek my head in, make sure he's all right. Okay, so that looks like you're going the 150 as well past you. Okay, I think you're braking a little later than me. Yeah, second on the curb. Yeah, okay, so you're doing what I try to do, but better. Charlie, how you doing, man? I haven't had a huge amount of races this week, actually. I pretty much just had Wednesday night, and then I think I had the 3 on Tuesday. Mixed bag, as usual. Oh, you were braking quite late there. At the orange bumper. Down to second, up to third on... Oh, not up to third yet. Okay, you're past the curb. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear it on the mic. I can hear my son. He's singing Jingle Bells in his bed right now. Okay, 3. As long as it doesn't turn into crying, I'm alright. I think I heard my son scream, carries on with analysis. Yeah, I'm a good dad. No, I have a 5-minute rule with him that if I hear him crying for 5 minutes, I go in. But otherwise, I let him try to self-settle, because most of the time he does, to be fair. Okay, it's a 4th. Back to that middle section again. Yeah. 670. Okay. Further back again. Further back than here. I reckon these 2 corners are my weakest. I think it's where I have the most amount of time to find. Okay, so yeah, definitely braking later. Very quick on the throttle. Yeah, I'd say you were a lot faster than me in those 2 corners, which is then probably going to give you a lot more time in this straight. Similar. Yeah, damn right, Jack. Nice. Okay, I'm going to need the data logger for this because I'm not seeing anything crazy obvious that's different in terms of your approach. And let's see. Sorry, Jack. I just saw some more messages from you there. Up above, got smashed and lost my head. Went on a crusade. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. You did mess up the last corner. Yeah, it's also not a very strong one for me, so I wouldn't have even noticed. Like my only guide for the final corner is shift down to third, braking at the 100 marker, coasting pretty much at the point that you reach the 50 marker, keeping it tight in the curb, and then accelerating at the second lamppost.
What is sportsmanship?
I do find I get quite a bit of understeer quite regularly in that corner though. Happens to us all, dude. Happens to us all, Jack. And data logger. So we will take my absolute best lap. Which, to be honest, I had 30 kilometers of practice about an hour ago before I hopped on, and I'm not even close to it. At best, I'm getting in the low 151s at the moment, so this is all hypothetical. It's assuming I can repeat my best lap and take on board what you've done different, Wolfie, but like the whole second is just nuts. So it wouldn't surprise me if you get more time out of the chicane. Yeah, I can see it. You have broken. I've coasted a little bit before by the looks of it. And yeah, you're right, 2 kilometers up, 3,192. One difference I noticed with the Ants was he wasn't shifting down as quickly as I was as well. I guess that's a huge difference already. I didn't even know there was that much time to be found on that first chicane. That has you 0.3 up, so that's pretty crazy. I remember you were braking a good bit later than me there. I'm braking at the 150. I think you were braking at the orange marking in the barrier. One. Okay, not a crazy difference there. About, what, half a tenth. We were at 350 and then we're at 400 by the next braking zone. Let's see here now, these two corners. Okay, so the gap actually gets narrower there. Okay, interesting. Kind of balanced out. About the same on that corner overall. And this one. Yeah. Okay, so you get 0.4 in sector 3, or in sector 1, and then you get about 0.3 on me on that corner just gone. Tons of time there as well. Okay, and then we're probably about level on that final corner then. The two corners I mentioned I struggled with. The limo. Yeah, not much between us in that final corner, so. Wow, so the biggest single corner is the chicane then. The first chicane. Wouldn't have guessed that. Okay, I'm just gonna hop over to the other lobby. So I'm in the waiting room for a race. I am fully 100% expecting to lose my B rank tonight. I've only got maybe about 3 ish bad results before I'll get demoted down, and I am well out of practice, and I always feel that the competition and feel gets stronger throughout the week. So going into this just looking to have a bit of fun, not expecting good results out of tonight. Maybe if I get demoted quickly I'll end up having more fun at the top of B rank on this course anyway. Lismo 1 and Lismo 2. You're in the next race as well, Jack. Anybody else racing tonight? Oh, and how's the sound balance game to microphone? Let me know if it's still a bit weird. A bit too aggressive there. Yeah, I don't like approaching from that angle. I was trying to brake later, like yourself there, Wolfie. I just can't get the angle, or the angle on the first curb that way. You doing some racing as well, Ant? Nice one. How have your races been going this week, Ant? You're still in B rank as well, aren't you? I'd say you probably had quite a few pole positions with your starting time. Has anybody else been up since 4 after watching the F1? I didn't get back to sleep afterwards. Yeah, again, just feels too late. Ah, nice one, Wolfie. Glad to hear it. Are you on your alt going from the back, or are you going to use your main account? You too, Jack, yeah. Going to attempt Monza again tonight. My Dior's taking a kicking this week. Where are you sitting at the moment, F1M plays? Your main account, okay. It's been a while. And Skip was really closing in on A on Friday, but slipped back to mid B. Yeah, it happens. Competition always gets more stiff as you get towards the top of your respective rank. Okay. Decent lap. Happy with that. Sorry, what are people saying to me here? Time for me to get into A again, says Wolfie. Yeah, damn right. Suppose it's been a while. And F1M plays dropped down to C today. Yeah, I imagine, as I said, I'll probably be joining you in about 3 races time. We'll see. Jack went straight to A to mid B after the massacre. Speaking of massacres, I don't know if any of you follow F2 at all, but I have a bit of a vested interest in it with your man Alex Dunn, young Irish lad. But my god, he's making life difficult for himself at the moment. Took out his teammate on the 3rd lap today after a very dodgy move mid-overtake. It's a little sad to see. The prospect of having somebody Irish in F1 is very, very exciting to me. Given that it's been, I believe, 30 years since the last time we had anybody even participate in a weekend, apart from him with his testing last year. Colton Herta is in it. Too much of a push, alright, that. Oh yeah, I know I've mentioned to a few of you that it's coming up, but next Friday during the afternoon I have my 2-hour coaching session with Luke Nadaro, which I'm really, really excited about. I booked it in around Christmas time and I've been waiting on it since. So yeah, very interested to see how that goes. I'm not sure how much of it I'll be allowed to talk about. I'll talk to him about that. But yeah, I'll definitely let people know how it goes in the Discord at the very least. And we'll see how quick some of his lessons start to have a positive effect as well. Like I'd say, if there's any man out there who could improve my racing, it's him. But yeah, I've only got the single session with him, the single 2-hour session booked in for now, and then I might follow his lead on how frequently he thinks we should link in then, if it's like a monthly thing or whatever, but I imagine he's quite in demand. Yeah, Piastri before the race started. I still haven't even seen it. I tuned in at the exact moment they were lining up on the grid. So actually, I missed his crash. I didn't even hear what happened to Hulkenberg. I just saw he wasn't in the race. I think he probably didn't even leave the pit at the start, did he? I've been so busy all day, I haven't actually had a chance to catch up on any of the post-race news, but like, I don't know what happened to Bottas with Cadillac that time, but the fact he was so close to the pit and they still told him just stop the car immediately, it makes me wonder, was the thing about to blow up or something? I have a serious soft spot for Bottas being the only Finnish driver on the grid. My Finnish family. Imprezi96, thanks for joining the chat. No, not this week, unfortunately. I tend to only do about maybe 1, sometimes 2 C races per week. But you see, the thing is, Imprezi96, I'm quite new to the game, so every week when there's a new daily race, I find myself learning the course from scratch, getting used to the cars, so I just don't have time to take on multiple challenges in a week. It's enough of a challenge for me to come up to speed on a single track a week, let alone 2. So I'd be very careful about which one I pick at the start of the week, whether it's B or C. I'm trying to remember what the last C rank one I did was. Someone could tell me. I know we had Tokyo, whatever it was, 2 months ago. There was one we've had since then, and I found it quite grueling because each of the races was about 28 minutes. So it was only like 2 minutes of downtime in between each race, which is quite a lot when you're trying to catch up on the stream chat as well. I know, Jack, you mentioned that you'd hopped over to a bit of Daily Race C and you were enjoying it. Yeah, it'd be good to see you there, Imprezi. By the way, guys, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. It really helps. I've noticed the sessions where people are hitting that like button are the ones that lead to the most amount of viewers organically on YouTube, so they really help out. Ah, Luke, I just noticed you got the Puka moniker as well, Puka Greasy. Oh, that's amazing to catch that on stream for the first time. Thanks, dude. Hey, Green Tack 9, thanks for joining the chat, dude. Are you in this race? Still qualifying relatively high up the pack. I thought because like I set that time on Tuesday, I think. So I was kind of expecting to be qualifying a little lower down the grid as the week went on. Hey Luke, if you can hear me, should I go for a Wolfie? Puka Greasy, who's in number 2 there, just for anyone who's watching doesn't know, is Luke in the chat here. A respected and OG member of the Puka fam. Alright, best luck to you if you're racing. And that was the cleanest first chicane that I probably had all week. Oh, Luke went a bit wide. See 11 Luke, or just trying to be careful of Luke there, did allow Mr. Carlitos to catch up to us, but no bother. Okay, this should be a bit tricky. Not sure why I kept it in fourth there. It's much heavier braking there than I expected. This is okay though, this is a nice gap approaching the chicane. Gets a bit uncomfortable if you're closer than this. I do have to be careful of the slip though. So lift around here, brake here. Oh, jeez. Oh no. It's funny, even trying to be careful there, I was just right up on top of him. He was probably actually doing the same thing to avoid Luke, come to think of it. I need to trail for a little longer there. I think I'm subconsciously braking a bit too hard. Just being overly careful, given that it's my first race in a while. Oh, come on. No need to wait. At least he got a penalty for it. I'm not sure if he got the penalty for hitting me there. Because I thought you only got penalties if you actually hit someone off track. To be fair, he did cut across me there. Oh no. Just missed my braking point. Oh, or Atkinson. I've seen him in at least a dozen races. Been a few weeks though. Do love the Viper in these straights. Whoop. Wasn't seeing to see that guy on the right when I came in there. He was it was the chap who banged into us earlier and was serving the penalty. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, I'll cut to the inside, outbrake them, and then I saw him there. I was like, ugh, need to reassess what I'm doing. Wonder how Luke is doing. Don't see him in the top 3 anymore. Might have been a penalty. Did I get away with it? No. It's just a little too far over there. Oh, Seb's gone. Ah, see, Luke is back in the top 3. Good man, Luke. He's out of the top 3 again. Obviously having a battle up there. Oh, no, 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 no. That will have... that's cost me the race. It's a shame. It was a relatively solid race otherwise. Well, lacking pace, but at least I hadn't done that until now. Where'd you get, Luke? Nice, you got a top 8 at least. You had a boring race in first place. Well, at least you got the result out of it anyway. But I know what you mean, sometimes those pole position ones where you're just gone at the front, they're a bit lonely. Where are you, Luke? P3 to P9 for you, yeah. I had a fairly like, I wouldn't say terrible race, even though it came last. But yeah, I was lacking in a bit of pace. I was being maybe a little overly cautious and not crashing into the people in front of me. I did get bumped once or twice, which cost me a couple of positions. But no, ultimately I just didn't have the pace, and I was just letting people catch up to me. Incidents were happening then as a result. And then on the final lap, I just did something very, very clumsy that spun me out and cost me my final 3 positions. So yeah, fairly shite first race back, but I was expecting as much, to be honest. But yeah, I have pace there. I was getting back into the low 152s again, and I only need to be in the high 151s to be competing at this level. So, not disheartened necessarily. You got dived on turn 1 and somehow got a 5-second penalty. Ugh. P1 to P2 for you, Ants. Nice one, dude. Be back up in A in no rank. Sorry, in no time. Why do I not have the Puka livery for the Viper? So Ants was making those during the week, Wolfie. I'm not sure if you have him as a friend or not, but if you just search Ants, what was the key term? Is it just Puka GT? I'd say if you just search Puka, you'll probably find it, Wolfie. But yeah, Ants designed a bunch of custom liveries for this week, and they're all class. He had a purple one with the English flag for Luke as well, which is particularly sick. You're prob back in my lobby now. I don't know, I am right at the bottom of B rank right now. Let me just double check where I am. Yeah, there's like a glimmer of white on my B rank right now, but I'd say I'm 2 bad races away from getting demoted. Alright, see if I can get 1 lap in now. Yeah, Ants, I think you've become our unofficial livery designer now. They were so good this week. Ah, Michael Dixon, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. Haven't seen you since our lobby session. When was it? Wednesday night. Hope you've been doing well, man. Braking too late there. I was in the race as well, actually. I just need to go a little bit before the 150. It always goes better for me when I do. I'm not sure why, but I completely missed my braking point on that corner twice in the last race. That's what ended up costing me the most. Feels too early. And that would be a penalty if I cut it that far. That's strong. It's been a great week. Had your birthday on Friday, and my wife and I did a 3D ultrasound for our future son. Oh, dude, congratulations. Is it your first? Plenty of other fathers in the chat here. And Ants, yes, we'll do some more liveries tomorrow. Oh, sweet dude. I would personally love that. I actually have some custom graphics I might share with you, Ants, that I don't think I've shared with anyone yet. Be curious to see if you could do anything with them. Oh, and Ants, we're in the same lobby. Oh, it is. Oh, congratulations, Michael. Big deal. I've two children myself, 5 and 2.5. You know, with my first child, I ended up missing all of that ultrasound stuff because I found out my wife was pregnant the very first week the lockdown started here. So I wasn't allowed anywhere near any of the scans or the hospital for that first year. So my first time going into the hospital or any of it being a reality for me was actually the birth itself, which was pretty crazy. I remember when we found out the gender of our first one, they had written it down in a letter and she came running outside the hospital with it and we opened it together in the rain. Pretty crazy times. But yeah, congrats again, dude. Such an incredible thing. Hey Vito, how you doing? Oh, same lobby, P15. Best of luck to you, man. I guess YT moniker, you're on YouTube yourself, are you, Vito? I will send you a sub after. Could have been worse. So whenever I see another car approaching in the rear mirror like that, I always keep my foot on the brake for an extra second. Really does save you. Whoa, those guys are getting their handbags out. Botched that horribly. Yeah, just not finding my pace yet. I see Ants is out in the lead. Congratulations, dude. Alright, I know I can do the chicane better than most. I think this is where I need to start turning it around a bit. Better line, but obviously couldn't make contact with our Italian friend there. was one of those things of I figured a bump would have helped him, but oh no, he lost it. I'm sorry, dude. I thought giving him a nudge would help him down the straight and stop the other chap from catching on me, but it seemed to cause him to lose control of it. So if you happen to see this, dude, can't remember your name, I'm sorry about that. Like, we were already at the point in the corner where you're just flat out and straight down the straight, so I thought it would be alright. Yeah, we nearly lost the rear there. I need to brake earlier there. It always feels unnatural, but I have to do it because I keep going a bit wide and it's costing me. Oh, I'll catch him here now. Maybe not. Catching him a bit, but I thought I'd have a bit more even there. Shaved about 3/10 off him though, so pretty good. Yeah, I might catch him. Don't want to catch him here though. Lifted really early there. It's allowed Lucas to catch up on us a tiny bit. I think I lifted at the 200 there even. Nice. I'm not sure if he was attempting to go defensive there, let us through, but it worked out. Lucas back behind us again. Note to self, turn on my heart rate monitor after this one. Completely forgot about it. It's probably quite high right now. Lucas go a bit faster than us through there. You hardly want to go through here, there, do you? Is that a penalty? was risky. I think I got away with it. Yeah, looks like I did. I got lucky there. Bad corners for me, but even worse for him. Trying to go around him. No, no, door's closed. Chop head as a penalty, but I don't think we'll catch him. I think it was only half a second. Catch that old man. Okay, that right there was a much more solid race. I got away with something there though, going into that final lap on the final chicane. It was a bit of moving under braking, which is something I obviously don't want to do, but Lucas was slowing down much faster ahead of me than I was expecting while I was trying to battle the people chasing behind me, and I had to hit the brakes and turn at the same time, which it's a bit foul play, but I could see from the radar I wasn't going to affect anyone with it, so worked out. How'd you get on yourself, Vito? Track limits are killing you. Yeah, I got quite lucky in that one. There you are, Vito. Cool, just kind of held your position there. Where's Lucas gone? Congrats, Ants. Where'd you come? Second, was it? Well, I wouldn't worry about it, Vito. I was absolute 14th out of 14th on my last race there. Just got a little bit luckier that time. Michael Dixon can't imagine the emotions through a pregnancy at that time. Yeah, it was crazy. I genuinely was getting a bit kind of survivalist about the whole thing, being like, is the world really ending right here as I'm having a kid for the first time? Is that what's happening? The joke at the time was my wife was reading What to Expect While You're Expecting, and I was there reading The Road, like buying survival kits online. Ricky Atkinson was just racing with you. I take it you are the South African lad, or Atkinson. I have seen you, I think, maybe 300 times in the last 2 months. We're in the same lobby a lot, dude. Good to finally chat with you. It's funny, I always assumed the R was for Rowan, as in the actor Rowan Atkinson. Your first one was a COVID baby as well, Lance? When did yours come along? Mine was November 2020. It was literally, I think, 2nd of March 2020 we found out she was pregnant, and the lockdowns happened within about a week of that. Yeah, one of the sucky things was we didn't get to tell my parents or anybody, like, the news in person, which was something we were quite looking forward to. Yes, thank you, Wolfie. And in fact, actually, I'm going to call in the heavies.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, fresh from the F1 race today. Thanks for popping in, lads. Really appreciate you coming in to sing and encouraging people to like and subscribe. You're 30, found out about it in COVID in April 2020. You know, Ants, I'd say that's even worse. Like, because, like, at least by the time my daughter was born, there was at least a status quo of what to expect and what we could do. Whereas you were probably there in the thick of the heaviest part of lockdowns with a newborn. I can only imagine how tough that was. And Luke, for yourself as well, having a bunch of youngins in the house with you during it. Like, I always said, though, for me, I think the worst thing that could have happened would have been if that had happened while I was in the late stages of secondary school or early years at college, where you're doing all that socializing for the first time and missing out on it. That, I think that would have been way worse. Like, at least I had the most important people in the world in the house with me, you know? Whereas when you're a young 20-something, that could be your girlfriend or your group of friends or whatever, and you don't get to see them. I've always thought they got the worst deal out of it. Yeah, everyone's saying hi to Ricky. Had to sleep in the... Yeah. So rough. Actually, sorry. Heart rate. Oh, I won't actually be able to get my heart rate tonight. I got a new phone 2 days ago, and I don't believe I've put the Pulsoid app on it yet. Maybe I have. See if I can log in time here with it. I think it's an SSO sign in. It's my first new phone in about 9 years. Or not 9 years, 7. But I'm not sure if you guys have been following the price of RAM at the moment, but hasn't fully hit all consumer products yet. Definitely hasn't hit phones yet, but it will. And I expect the price of almost every single phone is probably going to go up about 200 to 300 euro in the next year. So I felt now is as good a time as any to dive in. Yeah, there's only, I think, 3 major companies that produce consumer RAM, or at least they produce the bulk of it anyway, and one of them has already said that they're not going to produce for the consumer market anymore. They're just giving all their stock to OpenAI, and from the consumer stock, OpenAI have bought 40% of the world's RAM in the last few months. So there's a reason that it's shot up, I think, 500% since December. Your bro was talking about it yesterday, yeah. Like, this RAM-pocalypse has been going on with GPUs since the early days of crypto, but to see it spill into RAM as well is a bit more worrying, because you know, not as many products rely on GPUs, but almost every consumer product relies on RAM. What phone did I go with? I went with the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. I see a lot of people slagging me about excuses. I'm not sure what I was making excuses for there. Enlighten me. P2, let's see. You're with Ants and Luke now. Oh, save me that replay. Save me that replay. Little Puka fam battle. Yeah, I went with the Google Pixel, partly based on price. I managed to find one new from a Dutch company that shipped to Ireland for free. And it was only €900, €400 cheaper than the Google store. But it also has the best camera. For me, that is the feature I care about most on a phone, particularly when my kids are still young, want to capture family memories. I know the iPhone is technically better, but they're comparable, and the Google Pixel is half the price. That, and aside from the MacBook I have in front of me here, I've been Google ecosystem for several years already, so. Alright, best of luck in your race, lads. Yeah, indeed, hear a lot of excuses. I don't know what you're talking about there. Didn't feel I was making excuses for anything there. Okay. Bit of a domino effect there. And that chap who got a 5-second penalty, I do not believe deserves one. I think he's just someone who got knocked. Could be wrong. Okay. Got people just slamming into the back of me here, and I have a lot of damage. Oh wow. Okay, just survive, it's all you have to do for now. And the damage is gone, okay. Woo! I tell you lads, if you could see my heart rate right now. To third, jeez. He was 2 ahead of us. Yeah, so one of the lads slipped back, obviously because of the penalty he had, but I didn't see where the other place came from. Howdo chap, choosing to work with us there. Surprising, he's a good bit faster than us. I guess he didn't want to take the risk going into the chicane. No! Oh, I was having such a good race. Oh, just surviving all that chaos. Just get done in by my least favourite corner again. tell you, if there's one thing I fixed with the coaching on Friday, it's inconsistencies like that. I don't fully know where they come from. I do seem to make more of them than the average person. At least as far as I can tell. Very least though, let's see if I can recover my pace and actually get some spots back. Had a couple of good recovery drives here during the week. Risky. Shaved about 3/10 there. That's good. Keep this up. Okay, that's a very solid race pace for me. Get under 152. I think that's my fastest race lap of the evening. Let's keep this up. Alright, let's go get the other two. Slightly slower lap, but I did have to take a fair bit of avoiding action in that one. Break in here. Oh, I cannot. Jeez, he flew through that. Fair play. Let's do better than that. Oh no. Whoop. Got lucky. A Viper on our tail now, so we have to be a bit better. It's always a little less scary when they're in the Renault or the Porsche. Better exit there. It was a fun race, that. It's a shame. I'm making about 2-3 mistakes a race, and one very bad mistake in that one that ended up taking me down from 3rd to 12th. But overall, I feel I'm not racing too bad. Not as bad as I expected, anyway. If I can just get some consistency going, I'll probably get a few top 5s out of tonight. Spawnsworth, how you doing? Many Puka polls this week? No, unfortunately not a huge amount of races this week. I missed one of my main streams. So you're not getting near it much this week either. Yeah, I was sick on Friday, so I missed one of my main nights this week. And I'm also not getting on pole a lot this week either, because the quali times are very competitive. But you'll be relieved to hear I am making some fairly bad mistakes. Cool, that was a more enjoyable one. Glad to hear it, Jack. Wolfie, what were the excuses about? Before you hop into your next race, tell me. Don't know what you were talking about. And I'm so sorry, Wolfie. I came out of the slip and could not stop the car and completely murdered you. Oh no. Did you save the replay on that one? And Michael, you're actively considering the Google Pixel as well. It was Google or Moto, but Moto has released junk for a few years. Nothing good on their market currently. I haven't actually come across Moto. They might not have them in the European market, or they might be under a different name. There was loads of brands of phone though that I hadn't come across before that seemed decent as well, like Oppo, OPPO, that have some really well regarded models. As I said, it had been 7 years since I've been shopping for one, and I'd gotten 2 generations of OnePlus phones in a row. But yeah, I knew I probably wasn't going to go back for them. One of the big selling points for me with the Google one, and one of the main things that prompted the upgrade, was I haven't gotten an OS upgrade in years, and some apps, including the F1 one, weren't compatible with my old phone anymore. Whereas if you buy a OnePlus one now, you get 4 years of guaranteed OS updates. Google is 7. So for me, that was a bit of a no-brainer. Just again, everything going on with RAM prices at the moment, don't know when that will stabilize again, but whatever I'm buying at the moment, I want to make sure that I have for 5 to 10 years. So I would recommend you follow whatever is most likely going to give you the most longevity at the moment. Sorry, I just need to pop a window or two in here, it's getting quite toasty.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
Sorry, what do we have? Oh, my heart rate monitor, the excuses on that. Yeah, no, I can tell you looking at this one that it's still synced to my old phone because it's on Finnish time instead of Irish time. And spawns right. Yeah, cheers, dude. Yeah, it was just a few hours. I was off on Friday. You shared the replay, nice one. Got stuck in auto drive at the start of that race and didn't get racing till second lap. I'll tell you what, Michael, find me a phone that doesn't do that. My OnePlus 7, now to be fair, it was, how old? Almost 7 years old, but the battery on it was only about 3/4 of a day. And that was with mild usage. If I was using it consistently, it would wipe in maybe about 60 to 90 minutes, depending on the heaviness of use. But like, I had to take a charger with me everywhere. I'd be watching my phone on the dart, or the train is here, for like 20 minutes, watching a video on YouTube. I get into work and I'd need to charge it immediately. So I'm used to the idea of bad battery. Oh, you think it's that bad, Sponsoreth? We'll see. They do have a lot of warnings about the battery. Like, I've noticed there's a mode on it that only lets me charge to 80% and suggests I charge at 20%. And then just once a week, I'll charge it fully and deplete it completely. I know with electric cars, it's better for them to manage the battery that way as well. I heard it described to me once before as like the cells that receive the power, like when you first kind of like pour the juice in, if you will, they all fill up quite easily. But the more full that it gets, you're pouring it into the same places while it's looking for the empty space to fall into. And apparently it kind of tires out the cells that it's constantly sending power into when they're already full, can cause some of the issue and tire them out and wear them out over time. Not a scientist, so don't understand it, but I thought that analogy when I heard it kind of made it a bit more visually clear for me as to why it happens. I'm not a scientist, me. By the way, if you are watching for the first time tonight, or if you haven't got the chance to yet, please hit that like button. It really helps get the video out to more people on YouTube. And yeah, by all means, hit subscribe if you like what you see and you want to get stuck into our little community here. It's a good group of people in the chat here that I have with me most weeks. You've a Pixel 4 after 2 years, would last 6 to 11 hours depending on usage. Yeah. Yes, Wolfie, you won't have the heart rate monitor tonight. Although, you know what, actually, I think my old phone still has charge in it, and I don't think I need the SIM card in it for it to work, so I could see about running and grabbing that after this race. Oh! No! Ah, what am I... Jack, where are you? You let me do it again. You let me stare at the screen without entering the race. Jack, this is your fault. I warned you about this on the last stream. You're not to let me do that. Thanks, Wolfie. That was I know there's a 60-second lag. Well, you know what? I need to I need to run and grab a quick break anyway. I could do with getting stuck into more quality laps, so maybe this is a blessing in disguise. I'll see about grabbing that heart rate monitor as well. I will leave you with the thing you have been waiting all stream to see, Puka TV. I've got 14 concurrent viewers right now. I'm expecting I'll probably only have 5 by the time I get back in 2 minutes, because this will wreck your head. All right, catches in a second.
Puka GT, bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT, for who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the palm and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT,
Puka!
銀河の彼方より機械の軍勢が攻め来るメジャーの手話劇この星の運命は俺の走行が未来を切り開くぜ響けプーカ GT 魂のクラッシュスピードの先へ銀河の信者なのだ Go 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 プーカ GT プーカ GT GT, bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT, for who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the palm and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT,
Puka!
銀河の彼方より機械の軍勢が攻め来るメジャーの手話劇この星の運命は俺の走行が未来を切り開くぜ響けプーカ GT 魂のクラッシュスピードの先へ銀河の信者なのだ Go 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 プーカ GT プーカ GT Puka GT, bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT, for who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the palm and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class.
Okay, we're back. Looks like that scared off 4 of you, so less than usual. I'd normally expect to hemorrhage about half of you when I put that on. Now you have time to watch our replay. Puka TV is Zen, Puka TV is life. Like, given that you're new here, Michael, this is one I don't include in the reel because it's definitely a bit more grating for people. But yeah, I'll give you this 30-second one just while I get the heart rate monitor up and running.
Welcome back to TMG, bringing you the latest in celebrity gossip. Our main story today, Puka has been spotted publicly cozying up to Kim Kardashian. They were seen arriving at Paris Fashion Week before jetting off to watch the Super Bowl together. Kim has remained tight-lipped about her new beau, but Puka had this to say.
Yeah, I imagine that screaming probably gets very grating for everyone after a while. Yeah, no, I have my so I have my old phone here. I have the Pulsoid app open again, but I'm just getting nothing found. Oh, tell a lie, there she is. Nice one. Just have to start the watch again. Okay, hopefully that will last for the rest of the stream. Glad you like that. Puka TV was produced lovingly by a group of robots and goats. Glad somebody likes my lame dad humor. My wife definitely doesn't, I can tell you that much. Actually, rather than burn myself out on entry here, I'm going to take a quick look at the lads' replay. I know Wolfie said he shared it. You know, when I was trying to create that video, I was just like, makes bleating noises, makes goat noises, and it just wasn't happening. And then I got that take back where she's just screaming, and I was like, this is so much better. And Puka Wolfie, Puka Wolfie, Puka Wolfie. Oh, I'm so bad at finding people on my list like this. Puka Greasy. Puka Wolfie. Sorry, there he is. Gallery. So let's see what happened between. I was up for it as well, Charlie, and I've been up since, so I'm definitely a bit tired today. What did you think? Absolutely worth it, you say? Yeah, I have to say I did enjoy the race as I was watching it, and I thought the TV coverage was much better than usual. Like, I felt like they covered the action really well. There was less cutaways to people's girlfriends and that. So that was good. But you know, something was a bit irking me about it. And then I saw some stuff afterwards about the drivers talking a bit about it, and the Charles Leclerc even describing it being like Mario Kart. And I know what it was. The overtakes, although it was great to see them, they were coming out of nowhere. So you'd get one person leaving a corner faster than the car behind them, and then next thing the car would start whizzing up past them after using like the battery boost or whatever. And yeah, it was exciting to see all the overtakes, but it felt a bit artificial, or like somebody got a mushroom in a Mario Kart game. And I found it a lot harder to kind of almost follow in a way, or at least pace myself into, oh, here's what I think is going to happen. It's like, you know, when you watch a sport like football, you know when there's a build up to a goal. It was like that, but like every goal was just coming out of nowhere from down left field, and kind of looked exciting, but difficult to follow, if you know what I mean. So let's see what happened between Wolfie and Ants here. I noticed Ants disappeared. Oh. This is it. Oh, yeah, been there a million times. What happened to Wolfie? Seemed to survive. Did he just glitch off, I wonder? Here's Wolfie being like, I love being part of this Puka community. Everybody is so sound in this community. Such a nice... He died doing what he loved, getting T-boned at Monza. Yes, but also Australia was a crazy wet race last year where people had to play it safer, and on top of that, I hope I'm wrong about this, but I have a theory that most of the excitement we saw will be exclusive to the first race. And the reason for that is, as people get more used to battery deployment, they'll be able to pace themselves and defend better. Like, I think we are already starting to see elements of that towards the end of the race, because like Max flew up the grid but then couldn't pass Norris. Now I know his tires were wearing away on him, but even still, I found that interesting that he got that far so quickly and then just couldn't go further, because maybe Norris had gotten his head around the battery at that point and could defend better. I don't know, we shall see. The cars definitely look more nimble, and you're right, like if it maintains like that, I think it could be exciting. I'm just a bit wary. I really, really, really hope I'm wrong, and I hope it remains exciting. And I also particularly hope that it's not just a Mercedes and Ferrari domination of the season. Like, I hope the other teams, particularly the other customer teams of Ferrari and Mercedes, kind of catch up a bit and we get a bit more kind of competition going. But yeah, definitely a very, very exciting few opening laps for sure. Jack, I quit. These daily races, it's just a smash fest. Honestly feel done with GT7. Yeah, I have those moments too, dude. I think everyone does. In fact, I can tell you, oh look, the Ginger Callum has, since I've logged in tonight, knocked me down to 8th to add insult to injury. Screaming goats were always iconic. Yes, they were. I think the hardest I've ever laughed at a viral video was somebody clipping together the Screaming Goat and Taylor Swift's Trouble, like back earlier days of Reddit, like 2012. Yeah, try not to get disheartened, Jack. We all have moments like that, absolutely. And you know, even since I started streaming, I've had quite a few people enter the community, like yourself, Jack, that are really involved, and you know, we're on almost every stream, and then they have a bad week and I never see them again. So I hope that doesn't happen to yourself. How have you been getting on with the F1 game, Charlie? Are you still just working your way through the single player career mode kind of stuff? This will be an okay effort. Yeah, nice. Only about 4/10 off my best. Oh, I found a good bit of time there. If I can maintain this, this is a new fastest lap. A lot slower through there and then went down too hard to try and make up for it. Yeah, I still have the pace there. You know, I'm starting to think might even find time tonight. It does happen to me on Sunday a good bit, but I haven't been as in the chair as much this week. Jeez, lads, would you just leave Wolfie alone? Luke, between yourself and Ants. It's fine, dude, had a shit race. Sorry to hear, guys. While you were racing there, Wolfie, we watched Ants knock you into the Shadow Realm. Good stuff. Didn't seem to hurt you too much though. Hurt Ants more than you. Let's try that again. Difficult lobbies tonight. Show me the night that has the easy lobbies. I would like that night. If yous are up for a private lobby tonight, lads, I'll start one at 11 PM GMT. Slow. Too ambitious. It's definitely a penalty, that has to be. Yeah. So let's see. And I enjoyed the F1, but can't shake the feeling there was a bit of artificial Hollywood sprinkled in with these boost and overtake buttons. Yeah, it like if anything, the race felt less Hollywood to me because it was less focused on celebrities and who was attending. But yeah, artificial is the word, I would say. Cool, these are both up for a lobby race. Nice one. Should have Discord sorted tonight as well so we can chat live on stream. Decent. Donuts for donuts. Alright. How much do we have? 23 seconds. And what I'll be happy with most in this race is whatever about incidents by other people, just getting a bit of my own consistency back. Most of my problems tonight have been self-inflicted, to be fair. I have had a few people crash into the back of me, but funnily enough, managed to control those parts of the races.
like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll do Monza tonight, Jordy. Well, it's all still fresh. Oh, sorry, DB7. I didn't notice you there. How you getting on, buddy? Ah. You Wolf, you Luke again. I got DB7 in my race. I haven't actually seen him on the stream yet tonight. Taya will join us. Great. Hope you're feeling better too, Taya. I heard you had a bit of a rugby injury. Always a bit of a scary sport to get hurt playing, so hope you're doing better. Too bad. Honestly, just getting through that first chicane without your race being ended is a victory as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, someone's gone. We're back in 5th. Back from these, I have a funny feeling they'll cause issues for each other at the chicane here. No, fair play. Slipstream definitely caused me to overshoot it a little more than I meant to. Hopefully it hasn't cost me too badly. Back ahead are really slipping ahead of me. Luckily, Swiss behind us had to serve a penalty. Gives us a bit of breathing room. You went quite deep there. VTEC Mini. be right on him at the chicane. Just under 153 in my last lap, so I'm about a second and a half off my ideal race pace, but I'd say a good second of that alone was in the chicane. A little faster, but I've Swiss catching up to me quite quickly. Got through the chicane a good bit better there though. Yeah, if we compare that with a good second chicane, we'll be flying. Oh, too deep. Oh, getting a place for free though. Maybe 21 and Swiss battling might even work in my favour, assuming they don't help each other down the course too much. No, he's way faster than me. He'll be past me by the chicane probably. Did well on the corner there at least. Oh, Swiss has dropped down to 7th. We've got Emery up in 6th now. Not sure what's going on. Looks like there's a bit of a gap here behind 21 though. Okay, held him off there. Slipstream might have caused him to go a bit deep into that corner. Oh no, that's gonna cost me. Oh no, dude, come on. I know I made a mistake, but seriously. You never recover the car quickly in these scenarios either. That's so upsetting. That was most likely going to be a top 5 for me. I thought he was a more clever racer than that. I slammed on the brake hard there because I saw him flying into my rear view mirror, but he ghosted. Deep again there. Such a shame. We were cruising towards a top 5 there again. Your man was most likely going to get past us, but there was a fair gap between us and the person trailing in 6th. Crazy race for you, Ants, yeah? Boring race for you. Just up the front and straight to the end then? That was a very unfortunate one for me. I was having a relatively good race and then just got taken out in the second chicane on the 5th lap. Still in B rank, but back down to a sliver again. I would have probably got a 4th or 5th finish there otherwise. I made a mistake and went a bit too deep into the second chicane, and the guy behind me was a bit desperate and just flew into the back of me, knocked me off the track. Get a 7-second lead in the end. Nice. You'll be back in A rank in no time, dude. Not surprised in the slightest. Well, honestly though, you see, here's the thing. If I was consistent and not making mistakes, I wouldn't have gotten taken out there. Ultimately, like, this is down to me. There's 21 behind me here. So I went too deep here. Off my optimal line. Yeah, to be fair, he was just trying to power through. well, at least he got the penalty for it. I wonder where he stacked up at the end. Sixth. I think anybody who's watched this channel knows enough that if I'm in the same situation, I stop. But yeah, sucks. Yeah, he was somebody who I think he had been leading the race, and I had passed him about a lap earlier after he had spun out, so I think he was just getting desperate. Not that it excuses it, it's still very frustrating. Let's see, still have 3 more races anyway, and then we'll hop into our lobby races.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
Do as the goat says. Really don't want to piss him off. I have no delta to work with, but I think this is going to be a strong lap. I lost a 10th there, but yeah, I'm probably sub 151. Or 151 on the nose, maybe. Yeah. Sometimes the lap feels better than it ends up turning out. Felt clean at least anyway, like I was on the line that I wanted. Pushed. Sorry, ants, I might not race with you guys tonight. I'm 2 hours ahead here, so starting to get a little late for me, but we'll watch. Okay, no worries, dude. Yeah, of course, time zone doesn't work out for everyone. F1M plays, I've given up one of the races. I went from 1st to 11th in 1 lap because I was shunted off. That's what's known as a Puka pole, and it's one of the perks of tuning into this channel. Sorry to hear though, dude. Always frustrating. Oh. What's going on? Are we still online? Someone could hit me up with a message, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, it's strange. It just... Yeah, it was... it's funny, just two things went wrong at once that made me wonder. It's my iPad, which I used to control the stream, disconnected from my Wi-Fi at the exact same moment. Oh, that's frustrating. Just swap back to cam only here for a second. I tell you, it wouldn't be a stream without a technical issue or two, would it? Come for the banter. Stay to watch me live troubleshoot stuff. That's what people are into. It's like the frustration of trying to fix something yourself, but enhanced by the fact that it's somebody else more stupid than you. No, click here. I tell you, one thing that used to always drive me mental. Did you ever have like a teacher or a lecturer who'd put on, maybe they'd open a web page and have it up, like sharing for the class, or they'd put on a YouTube video and like they'd just leave the pop-up banner on the screen, or they'd leave the mouse hovering over the pause button and just leave it there for the entire video. It just, oh. The OCD part of me never liked those classes for those reasons. But I imagine you guys get a fair bit of second-hand that with me. Just gonna take a quick opportunity just to check the stream health while I'm here and I have a moment. Yeah. Yeah, I spent more time talking about the RAM shortage tonight than I did racing tips. Okay, good stuff. Alright, hopefully that won't happen again. Let's wait for this entry period to start and I'll join the lobby, get some time trial done again. Need to work on a new Puka TV video for next week. I got a few ideas. If you have any ideas yourself as well, by all means, shoot them over. So when is your wife or partner due, Michael? What time is lobby races tonight? I was going to do 2 more of these races. So I'll be doing the one at 10:30 and then the one at 10 to 11. And then once that race is done, I'll kick off the lobby races. So just sometime after 11 PM, Luke. Or you getting worried about Taya and bedtime? Could jump on a bit earlier. I'm hardly farming good Dior rank from this series of races tonight. Early August, we are thinking mid to late July. I'll say this, it's always later than you expect. First kids have a tendency to be late as well. Not Cassie though, she was 6 days early. We had surrendered ourselves to thinking she was going to be late, and then she was early. we were actually on our way to a funeral when my wife went into labor. So my uncle had died the same week. So it was one of those bittersweet things for my dad anyway, you know, losing his brother, but then getting his first grandchild in a week. But yeah, there was my wife, you know, putting her eyeliner on, all dressed in black. We'd ordered the taxi, we were on our way out the door. I was still on a call to one of my clients at the time. She came in just very suddenly going, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, and she was born within about 5 hours. It was very quick. And then Axel, that was another story altogether. He was, I think he was about 7 or 8 days late. And there was no sign, nothing. And then we were getting into bed one night and my wife goes, I don't know if it's labour, it doesn't feel like last time, but it feels like something. 90 minutes later he was born. We were only in the hospital about 20 minutes before she crowned and gave birth to him. No time for an epidural or anything. She's made it tough stuff, that wife of mine, I tell you. Yeah, it was a little sad, but to be honest, it was one of those, he had been on the way out for a few years, so it was just, you know, one of those ones where it takes so long for them to eventually pass. It's almost like a little bit of a relief when they do. It was one of those ones more than anything. So yeah, although it was devastating for my dad and everything, bit of relief attached to it as well, I think. You know, Cassie coming along definitely brought a bit of joy to the day as well for them. He's already measuring 2 weeks ahead. Yeah. What was that today? The I suppose the 20-week scan. That was at the 14, okay. Did you do anything else for your birthday? Player Sport UK subbed. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the chat, dude. And sorry, Michael, what's that? Hibachi last week. Is that a type of restaurant or cuisine I haven't come across before? How did you find us, Player Sport? Were we racing earlier? Hugo, my man, how are you doing? Are you finally back from your stint working away? I'm doing good, man. It's great to see you again. I'm not doing much for birthdays this year as we have a lot else going on. Get ready for a lifetime of that. Yeah. Suggest a stream on the iPad. Wow, the YouTube algo finally doing something for me. That's cool. Most of the people you'll see in the chat here chatting to me are people I've met in different races over the months. I haven't been streaming that long. I only got started in December, so relatively new channel. Relatively new to the game as well, as you will tell by my skill level. You're going away tomorrow again, Hugo, but then I'll be home for a while. Finally, and you'll be able to get some races done. Nice one. Need to get back to organising the Puka games. You know, now that we got the coaching out of the way, and now that yourself and Wolfie are slowly but surely returning to us, I think what we'll do is we'll pick a date maybe about 2 or 3 weeks from now. Give people enough time to get their affairs in order. So yeah, hibachi is usually Japanese style cooking on a large open grill with a lot of heat, and usually comes with some visual entertainment. Oh yeah, we have that here as well. I'm trying to think of the name for it. We have that exact same thing here. It has a different name. Why is it slipping off me? This is old age at its best right now, and tiredness. Cannot remember for the life of me what that type was called. I was at one only about a year or two ago. I remember the chef was quite cheeky as well. He was giving nicknames to all of us. For any Irish or English people watching right now, you might be disgusted to find out his nickname for me was Jedward. After those two quite grating Irish twins who were on X Factor a good few years back, and in the Eurovision too, I think. Good lads though. It's definitely not something I've been accused of being like before. I think it was just because I had spiky hair. Cook rice and noodle and main a steak chicken fish. Sounds nice. You'll get more followers for sure. I love this. Cheers. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. There's a great group here that in the chat that you'll see with me for varying amounts of time. If you'd like to stay in touch with us, we have a Discord in the description as well. We organise the odd private lobby race practice session. Sometimes even we did the odd coaching session recently as well, which was fun. What's the best car for Monza? Right now, the meta is definitely the Viper, but people have been having success with the WRX, the Subaru as well. And Ant's Puka GT Cup, yeah, guess you could call it a cup. It was something I planned on doing when I hit 100 subs there, whenever it was, about 3 weeks ago. But the coaching that we organised with 9PP event kind of took precedent, and I kind of kicked the can down the road a bit. It was also difficult to find an evening that worked for everyone. But I have an idea anyway for a little mini competition that's going to be a bit, one part wacky races, another part kind of Mario Kart. It's going to be Gran Turismo, but it's not going to be a traditional competition by any stretch of the imagination. How regular are you on? So I post my timetable on every Monday. I keep it fairly regular though, where I'm on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays from this time. So it's typically 8 p.m. GMT to about 11, half 11 GMT. And I've started more recently doing the odd morning stream. I'm going to do one on Tuesday next week. So yeah, for next week the timetable will be Tuesday 9 until 12, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday 8 p.m. until about 11:30 p.m. And yeah, anybody who wants to get involved with that Puka Games thing, I'd like the numbers. The more of you, the better. But yeah, myself and Wolfie in the chat were testing out some of the race types the other day, so they should be fun. You hope for some Porsche dominant races soon, or well at the end of the week, so I can hop in my favorite car on a nice track. Yeah, I would say it's probably going to be Group 3 at Nürburgring, and I would say the Porsche should be very handy there. Cheers, Player Sport. Yeah, again, also in the Discord, I post links to the streams in advance and post the timetable in there. If you want to join, the link to the Discord's in the description. It'd be great to have you. It's the main way we all keep the banter going during the week. There's a lot of competition between us as well to see who can get the best quali time every week too, if you're interested in that. We're all the complete mixer rank. It's roughly all of us kind of between C and A. Few kind of on the early phases of A, few on the higher phases of C, most of us around B rank now. Which is interesting because when I started the stream I was down in D rank. Just yous have all been pushing me forward. Sure thing, Hugo. Thanks for popping in. Great to chat to you again, and looking forward to having some races with you again soon. I think Hugo was the second person who subscribed to the channel. After me mother. Family haven't seen any of this yet. Starting to feel a bit tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning to watch the F1, so a bit extra tired today. Yeah, defo Hugo. Oh, I forgot to mention to you, Hugo, I'll actually be in Stockholm for a day or two this summer. I don't remember where you said you were based. I'll be there with my family. We're passing through on the way to Åland, so we're flying into Stockholm. I think we're staying there for 2 nights. We'll be there one whole day and then getting the ferry across to Åland the next day. Stay at my wife's family place there and then continuing on to Helsinki for the regular summer visit her family and folks jobby we do every year. Yeah, it's been great. It's been quite busy the last month. Almost doubled our subscribers now in a month. Whoa! 149.246. Impressive, man. 21 leading the pack here. He is the guy who went into the back of me 2 races ago. Yeah, that would be great, man. I'll have the family with me. We could grab a quick coffee or whatever. Might be drinking by then, I'm not sure. I haven't had alcohol since September, which is the longest amount of time in my adult life I've gone without it. But yeah, I'm turning 40 in September, and I'm definitely going to be having a few pints then, so I don't know, might make an exception for being on holidays, we'll see. qualifying a lot further down the grid in this race. Who do we have? Only 21 up the front is the only name I recognise so far. And we know to stay well away from him. Not that I think it will be an issue. But yeah, thanks Player Sport UK again for subscribing. Really appreciate it, dude. New channel, so any support I get is highly, highly appreciated. I actually don't know if I've started this far back. I'm not sure what to expect of the chicane now. It worked out. I just lifted really early and it worked for me. Silva had a little slip though, so I'm going to be uncomfortably close to him now going into the next chicane. I might just go with the same strategy here, lift a good bit earlier, lift here, brake. Did I see somebody fly past me on the left there and disappear? Not sure what that was. Hey, this is a good start. How many positions did I gain? 3? Might get another one off Silva now when he serves that penalty. Big conservative there, just didn't want to concede a penalty myself. Yeah, should get this position handy enough. Just need to outbrake him here a bit as well. Oh no, I think he has us. Got lucky there. He was just on the same line as us, so he nudged us forward. Hopefully he doesn't try anything silly here. No, I think he's working with us. This is good. Fair play. I spoke too soon. Would have been faster for both of us there if he had just tucked in behind. Allowed Guerrero behind to catch up a bit. Oh, he was fast there. Fair play. Keep it. Ooh, that was a fight. Just about kept that one in. Oh, I didn't get a penalty there in the quali. I thought it'd be okay. Bit of contact from behind there. Oh, I'm more. Jeez, spicy. Just kind of hoping to let Silva get ahead of us there, given that we have that penalty to serve. There you go, man. All yours. Lift here. Probably going to concede a position or two here with this penalty. Unless Guerrero or Seb have to serve one as well. You'll notice I dived out of Guerrero's way there because it happened to me earlier in the week that after serving a penalty like that, somebody just ploughed straight through me. I think from their side they saw me ghosting and thought they could. Ended up ruining both of our races. It's always good to pull to the right though if you are serving a penalty. Probably should have even done it a bit earlier. Seb, actually, I remember from an earlier race. Just lift it to 200. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I did try to avoid him. That was bad for me. Sorry, Guerrero. I did give him a corner's worth though. Silva's really roared ahead there. Guerrero's coming back quick. Nice big gap to Guerrero now. Hopefully that will see us through and just keep it clean. Just noticed my ping is horrible in the red. Not sure what's going on. Stream health looks good though. catching me a little. I think we'll be okay though. Starting off faff these next 2 sections. Whoa, he's right in my tail now. It's okay, I can go defensive here and still beat him. Oh, I went too deep. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, that is the bottle and a half. Oh, in the last corner. Oh, that's gonna haunt me. That was as simple as watching him in my rear view mirror and miss my braking point. And then tried to overcompensate and spun out. That is the kind of action you tune into this channel for. Oh, it had been such a strong race for me in terms of not making mistakes as well. And I'd leave it all for the last corner like that. How much did that cost me? 6 positions. Fair play to Guerrero though. Jeez, it's some serious pace coming out of that final chicane. Not unlucky, Luke. I know that's your fault. You did that. You did that to me, man. We had our race tonight. You gave me the bad juju. It's completely Luke's fault, everyone. If you want to send some hate mail to his home address, I'd really appreciate it. Link to Luke's home address and where he works is in the Discord if you want to join it. So I don't know if you want to send him a bit of asbestos in an envelope. Wait, like, I'll leave it up to your imagination. Glitter bomb, actually. That's a great one. Less deadly. Yeah, no, it's a shame. It was a solid race until that point. Kept a cool head right until the end. Sent. Thanks, Ants. I hope people watching for the first time don't just think I'm picking on somebody random in the chat here and blaming it. What I need you to understand is Luke absolutely deserves all the hatred and heat I throw his way. 100%. It's not random malice, it's targeted and selected malice. There's a difference. Have you been racing, Luke? Actually, let me hop out here. I need to check something. I might have gotten demoted down to C there. I think it's quite likely, actually. I have barely any B rank left before that race. No, still B. Still have a sliver. Oh, huge stream tonight, everyone. 155 views. Thanks so much. I'll be just doing one more of these daily races, lads, and then we'll create the lobby for our lobby race. And if anybody watching this wants to join in, pop open GT7. I will put the room ID in the chat. Oh, you've been racing, Luke? I wasn't sure if you'd have time for that in between sticking needles into that little voodoo doll of me that you have. Just go to multitasking, I guess.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
Oh, it was Taya. Okay. Sorry to speak ill of your father. Dad, why is this Irishman on the internet angry with you? She loves the banter. Good. Oh, our friend Gero. And comments on the right side. One sock pork chop. That's quite the name. I'll remember that one if I see it again. RP Glen. Yeah, you too, Collins. I'll start right behind us as well, in the sub. Okay, let's try finish daily races at Monza on a bit of a high. Just give me a top 8. I have to say, the time really flies every time I do these streams. I can't believe I'm almost 3 hours in again already. Here we go. Okay, it's a nice first chicane. Built up a little gap to fourth as well. Not fancy an overtake here, so you're getting a nudge. Probably a little too close to the braking zone, sorry about that. It's Taya back. Hello there. Luke is racing. Ah, okay. That's how it works. Okay, solid enough for a lap. Sorry for that nudge, Silva. I really didn't realise how close you were to the braking zone when I did it. My bad. Slow there. He's dive bobbing. That's typically your father though. I wouldn't worry about that. Might have some opportunity here. There, a bit of squabbling happening up ahead. Just M. Collins with the fastest lap there. Serious pace. Don't think I've ever gone that fast in a race. I'm more than happy to work with you, Mr. Michael Collins. If you're know anything about Irish history, you'll probably know why I assume that M stands for Michael, and I can assure you it has nothing to do with the astronaut. Old pal Guerrero catching up on us again. Had a look. And we find ourselves here again. It's a penalty. Ooh, dive bomb. Go for it. A bit of contact too, that's gonna hurt. Hero's penalty. Oh, just missed him. Cost me though. Didn't realise how strongly I was in a slip. I thought I was far enough back. This guy is a bit spicy behind us. Oh no, it went way too deep. Most likely have a penalty for that. Oh, got lucky. This is a bad corner. It's going the inside in. Luckily. Dude, watch the contact, come on. No, you're gonna have to work for this. Are you joking me? Oh, come on, settle the car. Surprise, surprise, he didn't wait. Just absolutely pit maneuvered me. Literally no call for that whatsoever. So close to the end of the race as well, no real time to recover. I didn't like that guy behind me at all from the start. Spicy was the word I used, but I can guarantee you off stream would have been calling him something else. I actually don't even know what he could have done there to even justify that as an accident. Ping is low, maybe it was a netcode thing, or a lag thing I mean, but unfortunately that's probably the end of my B rank as well, which is a very sour note to end what was otherwise a mostly enjoyable week on. Alright. as Hudson. 1, 2, 3. There's a name to remember. Oh, 21 just gave Luke a 3-second penalty. Yeah, they gave us some issues about 3 or 4 races ago. And Collins is gone. Somebody saying bot. Yeah, let's take a look at that one. Didn't even see that one coming at that moment. Had seen, luckily I've hung on to B rank. I've got nothing left though. One more race in the bottom 8 and I'm out. But yeah, nothing about that maneuver made sense to me, apart from lag. Let's take a look at his inputs. What was he even trying? He was aiming for me there. I did see him weaving around. Look at that. Got his wish. So yeah, he'd been nudging me a good bit. Yeah, that's aiming for. At first I was wondering was he having a peek on the other side to see if he could take the inside and gave up on it, but no, from that kind of distance, I did see him doing that on my rear view mirror. Jay just missed, so he decided to line it up and go for it here. Yeah, you see that? So he gave a tiny input of the brake and then turned into me once he saw that I was braking. Well, as Hudson, you are going on the naughty list. And not mine, Puka's. And you don't want to fuck with that goat. That was not lag. Yep. Yeah, I would agree with you. Puka, get in here and tell him what's on your mind, dude.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT.
Not quite relevant, but thanks. Yeah, I've wondered about that, Ant. I remember one person actually was threatening me in the chat once, and then they were just, I'm just joking. Yeah, that's definitely one of the most egregious kind of going for it kind of things that I've seen before. But oh well, asshat's got to asshat. Could somebody do me a favor? As I mentioned, I'm looking to set up the private lobby now. Would somebody be able to do that for me, just so it can take a quick 2-minute break to run to the jacks? And just make sure that you set the privacy to private, and we'll just throw the room ID in the chat. Great, Jordy, thanks a lot. Could you do me a favor and just throw the room ID in the chat then, and we'll all join in, and you can hop onto the just the general voice chat in the Discord, and I'll bring that up now in a second as well. Anybody watching, whether you've joined us before on one of these races or not, whether you've said hello yet or not, doesn't matter. Room ID is here. Join us if you want to race around Monza with us for a race or two. I will be back in a minute. I am going to leave you with Puka TV again.
Puka GT, bleeding through the corners, burning up the street. Puka GT, for who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the palm and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT,
Puka!
銀河の彼方より機械の軍勢が攻め来るメチャの手話劇この星の運命は俺の走行が未来を切り開くぜ響けプーカ GT 魂のクラッシュスピードの先へ銀河の信者なのだ Go 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 プーカ GT プーカ GT bleeding through the corners, burning up the street. Puka GT, for who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the palm and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT,
Puka!
銀河の彼方より機械の軍勢が攻め来るメチャの手話劇この星の運命は俺の走行が未来を切り開くぜ響けプーカ GT 魂のクラッシュスピードの先へ銀河の信者なのだ Go 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 プーカ GT プーカ GT Puka GT, bleeding through the corners, burning up the street. Puka GT.
We're back. Answith, I'm going to have the most unhinged dreams again after watching this. Dude, what do you think my dreams are like to come up with that sort of shite? So, lobby code is... I'm going to pin that message there just so everyone can see it. 566C9U. Dodge, how you doing, man? Yeah, I was talking a good bit about it at the start of the stream. I liked it. I really did. Thought the start was exciting, but the more I've been looking back on it and reading some of the drivers' comments, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about the new regs. Some of the speed just seemed a little unnatural, a little hard to follow almost. And I'm also worried that as the drivers get more used to battery deployment, we won't see that level of excitement, and it will be a bit more, even less overtakes than last year. Hey Silva, how's it going on? Yeah, no worries. So I was actually apologizing though. We were way too close to the braking zone when I did that. So apologies. I thought we were further back than we were. Cheers, dude. Really appreciate it. And good racing against you too, man. You're solid. You're really fast. You were very patient with your man in front of you as well. Oh, there's Taya. Thanks for the ad there, Taya. Thanks. By all means, Sylvia, if you'd like to join us in this race as well, the room ID is in the chat. And I am actually just going to bring up the Discord now once I get into it. Sorry, just bear with me, everyone. Hello.
Hello. There he is.
Hey, how's it going? I just need to bring up the Discord audio on the stream. Looking good? Someone say something?
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, looks like we're there. Good. Discord's back working. Would anybody else like to join our race before we dive in?
2 seconds, mate. I'm just trying to get Tara onto the Discord.
No worries. Take your time. Got a few races in tonight, sure. What about you, Dodge 64? What did you think about the opening F1 race? Sorry guys, just in small talk in the chat here as well.
Oh, good.
Davey, you must be on it because you've been on it before. I can't invite you into. You have to.
What is her Discord name? Oh, it's Taya, right?
Yep. Yeah, Dodge 64. I only tuned in like a minute before the race started. Like I set my alarm for 3:59 and then opened it on my phone to watch it in bed, and Piastri was already crashed at that point. I didn't even get to see what happened to him, and I haven't had a chance to catch up on any of the race highlights yet, so I still haven't seen it.
Poor guy.
Yeah, was it the formation lap, or was it? I think I heard them say while he was.
No, it was literally when they drive up to the grid.
Oh really?
Yeah. So they go out of the pits, drive one lap, and then
Yeah.
on the starting line. Yeah, it was already there.
Jeez, what was he? Was he just warming up the tires and he?
He just bottled it on the curb. Just too much power on the curb and just spun it straight into the wall.
Jeez.
Like a dummy.
Ugh, that's so rough. Yeah, I felt terrible for Hadjar as well.
Oh yeah, poor guy. Never lucky in the Red Bull 2.
Never lucky in Australia.
That car is a curse, I swear.
Dodge 64 saying nice to see Lewis doing better. Yeah, definitely. I would have hated for him to go out on a season like last season being his last. That would have really sucked. But yeah, one of the reasons I'm apprehensive about the new regs is I don't understand why Max wasn't able to pass Norris after charging up the field to him. I know he had graining on the tires, but not immediately. Like that was only after a few laps of trailing him.
I think Max is, I don't know. I think he's kind of done with the F1. And he's just driving.
It does kind of seem that way a bit. Like, to be honest, F1 was only a part-time job to fund a sim racing anyway.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm gonna say something. I think this is his last year in F1.
I would say if he continues to not like the regs, it wouldn't surprise me based on everything he said. I do wonder though how much of that is Max throwing his weight around, being a bit toys out of the pram. If you don't change things sooner or give me promises, I'm going to leave. You know, your biggest star.
Exactly.
Yeah, I bet Lewis is kicking himself over leaving Mercedes.
Probably.
How are we doing, Luke?
I think Luke is trying to help Taya.
Yeah.
I can't also... She is in the Discord, I just can't drag her into the call. I think. Do I have those powers? No.
I think I have her here. Look, I just sent her.
Yeah, she is in the server. She just needs to join the... Probably setting it up.
She's just looking into it now, boys.
Okay.
Because she's already been on the Discord chat before. Because she's been online with you guys before.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, just send
Yeah,
her.
I see that she's online.
Does she not see the general voice channel, Luke?
No, she don't. She says she's got a chat from the past from somebody else, not us lot. And she doesn't have any record of the Puka GT general chat. Which is weird because obviously she joined in last time because we couldn't join together, but we sorted that out. Now she can't get onto the Discord chat.
Well, let me invite her as a friend. I might have find a way around.
Cool.
She is with it.
Do you follow any motorsport, Luke? You mentioned you don't watch F1. Nope. Did we lose him? I might just play the Screaming Goat just to annoy people even further while we're waiting.
Welcome back to TMG, bringing you the latest in celebrity gossip. Our main story today, Puka has been spotted publicly cozying up to Kim Kardashian. They were seen arriving at Paris Fashion Week before jetting off to watch the Super Bowl together. Kim has remained tight-lipped about her new beau, but Puka had this to say.
I gotta go cook dinner.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, dude. We'll catch you next time.
Definitely.
Thanks for tuning in again, dude.
Anytime I'm in.
Good stuff. Oh, and if you're still there, congrats again. Really big stuff for you.
And says Wolfie has to drive a Group 4.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I agree with him.
Hell no. I'll drive a different car though. I won't drive the Viper. I'm not gonna drive a Group 4.
It's been a long time since us three musketeers have had a lobby race.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. Change car.
No worries, Michael. See you next time.
Here, I'll drive the NSX.
Backwards.
Backwards.
In
No,
reverse.
No, backwards. No.
Just gonna circle the track a bit while we're waiting. So there's something other than screaming goats on the stream. You watch F1 Australia V8 Supercars World Rally Championship MotoGP World Superbikes. Jeez, that's a lot to follow.
Press the wrong button. Luke, are you here? Oh,
Do we have a Taya in the chat?
we do have a Taya in the chat.
Yeah, I see your name there.
But we're just trying. I can't seem to link it up to a PlayStation, so it just have to be all this. I think.
I mean, it sounds good.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah,
Well, we
I can hear
can.
that mic perfectly.
I can just hear you, Luke. Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm in a in a room.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hey, Taya.
Hi.
Hi, Taya.
Hi.
Try and work out what the link into the game.
Dodge and Puka
Wolfie
GT.
Congo
Cheers,
into
dude.
third gear.
Wolfie,
You enable.
Yeah, I'll check it. It's enabled on mine and on yours.
So what you're telling me, Ants, is I can drive the Viper, but I can't use third gear. That's fine. No,
I actually think
the fourth.
I think you can use third gear, but you can only use third gear.
Oh no! I will blow up my engine in the first lap. No, I'll drive the NSX. It's fine.
Okay, we'll kick off when people are ready.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to for Taya to join the.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's joining the room, right?
Perfect.
What's the room ID?
The room ID, it should be pinned in the description there. Can someone call it out?
Well, the ID of the room
Yeah.
Yeah.
is 566.
Yeah. Like 9CU or something.
C9U.
C9.
I want a bit of straight line speed, so I'll drive the Merc. As I can.
My favorite boat.
Yes. Big boat.
Any luck to her?
Starting the game again because it's really funny.
If you don't win, Wolfie, then I'm going to make you a special Kim Kardashian livery that you have to drive the whole of next week.
Well, you just make one.
Yeah, I like to be honest. She is dating Puka. She's part of the lore.
Exactly. And I'm probably not gonna drive next week anyway, so.
Oh yeah, you don't like Dragon Trail, do you?
No, not really.
Well, is that the race next week?
Seaside
Dragon
and
Trail,
Race B,
Nürburgring.
yeah. And then it's Nürburgring Endurance 2 Reverse for Race C.
Yeah, Nuremberg reverse. That's gonna be a pain in the. Yeah.
I was really annoyed Freeze didn't call me on that in the chat. I called it Nürburger King.
Yes. Next stream title. Welcome to the Nurburger King.
It's a whopper of a race. Okay, dad joke's over.
Alright, I'm just gonna try this boat out. Because it's probably gonna be fun. Not.
What was the code again? It was 566.
C9U.
C9U.
To be honest, this thing is not too bad. Feels slow, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, you're still going to win. To anyone watching, how is the Discord chat sound versus the in-game sound? Does it sound okay? Thanks, Sarge.
Let's see how this thing does.
Are you getting in okay, Taya?
Still struggling, still finding me out.
Have you got all the settings right, haven't you? Because we played online not long ago and there wasn't this much of a problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got both enabled. And I could check again, but...
It just seems a bit weird because your brother's been on his PlayStation, which could have messed things up.
Alright, I'll take a look, but I don't think it's that problem.
Yeah, I'm going to need to call it quits soonish. I have an early enough start tomorrow.
Yeah, same here.
And sound sounds good. Luke just sounds like bad luck, that's all.
What's up?
I was asking how the Discord audio sounded on the stream, and Ants responds, "It all sounds good. Luke just sounds like he's bad luck."
That's all.
I don't see where everybody gets this impression. It's like it all goes wrong with this. It's Luke's fault.
Well, you see, you just admitted it.
No, that's what everybody says.
You just said that.
No, I didn't.
Alright, first flying lap about to complete in a Merc. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
They're both enabled, so...
Yeah, so I darling, we'll just call it quits tonight because I'm gonna be coming off anyway. So
Should we just start one race then?
Yeah, let's do one more with feeling. Sorry it didn't work out again, Taya.
That's
yeah,
okay.
sorry, Taya.
Oh, the showdown of the Three Musketeers. It has been a while, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in a Merc. I'm gonna die. No wolfies, please.
Oh, dive bombs.
All Wolfie.
We've got to do a wolfie.
I will brake check if you do it.
Don't worry, this chicane isn't known for dive bombs. I think you're alright.
Oh my god, this thing is so slow. Go! Power!
Dive bomb!
Wolfie.
I just had a feeling. This thing is just... okay. It's a boat. Leave the boat alone. Hey, look, watch this.
No, don't do it.
Careful, he's moving to starboard.
Oh, he hit me as well. Dirty, dirty bastard.
And I went up. Alright, let's go catch Luca.
Oh, fucking shit. Missed my braking point. Go for it. Go past. All right.
No, I have a boat. Luke, what do you think?
You're gonna drag me. Drag on me, aren't you?
Just put your sail to full mast. What are you at?
You're actually pulling away from me and I'm in the slipstream. What are you talking about? Oh, I broke way too late. No, we're fine. Go, Luke. I'll be right there.
This is very unusual for me, mate, to actually see you dropping off the back of me.
Yeah, what's going on? It's like the Twilight
Well,
Zone.
I have like 900 horsepower less than you guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually losing the slipstream. Stop moving around. As hard as now as this.
Fuck it, when is the third?
Good job.
Yeah, nice one.
Are we catching Puka at all?
In places. He's making a run for it.
Yeah, definitely. I got a 10th or 2 on the chicane off you there. We'll give it back to you there, though.
I got a penalty there.
We both have one. Uh-oh.
Have we?
Yep.
Well, let's
I think
catch
you're
him,
right.
and then it won't be so hard to catch up.
I'll send you a postcard from the finish line.
Yeah, all right.
Get there first.
Yeah, you might yet. I'm not
Don't
necessarily
tempt me.
known for
It's only 8
consistency.
tenths. I can dive bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too early.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy your penalties.
Alright,
Right, come
let's
on,
see what the
boat.
Merc can do.
Let's go. Go on, boat.
And I had a penalty.
For what? Where'd you get a penalty there?
Second chicane.
Oh yeah, I forgot the track limits are actually different on this than they are on the daily
I
race.
put them on week, so
Yeah, but even on week, I remember when we had our race earlier on in the week, getting severely penalised for something that was fine in the daily race.
I broke it too late.
Oh.
Yep. And why does it spin, bro? I swear, if I get a penalty with that, I'm quitting the game.
He's going to rage quit.
We're fine. Get him.
I'm trying, mate. I'm trying.
And then dive bomb him so I can catch back up.
Okay.
Do you feel like the car's handling a bit different?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's better in higher gears.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched the replay of my amazing time properly, but I shifted up like where the second gearing is, basically. where it tells you to go in what gear, that's where I shift up in that Viper.
Okay.
It actually does better.
Yeah, what's your...
53-0. Okay. I got you.
I watched your replay near the start of the stream. Yeah, you're steadily catching me, Luke.
Slowly, slowly.
Well, you better hurry up.
No pressure.
Not yet.
But yeah, the car is coming to a halt sooner as well on the brake. I'm finding, like I'm slowing it down too much on some of the corners. Well, you're within dive bomb range now.
Do it. Do it. All I need is you guys to battle. Just a little bit.
Oh, he's riding my tail.
Oh no, no, no.
No, Luke, what have you done?
I went over the curb
You look at-
too much.
No. Got excited. Purple.
No, you gotta be serious. I want a rematch in a Viper.
And you'll get one when it comes up on Daily Race B again.
Yeah. It's all your fault, Ant. You made me do this.
Titanic battle.
I've done it again.
Yeah, I nearly
What's
had a
with
moment
it?
there myself.
What's it with this game? It's like in the normal races, it sticks better.
Yeah, it definitely feels different in these lobby races. The braking is way more sensitive as well. My braking markers aren't working for me at all. I think the balance of power is always slightly custom in the daily races.
Yeah, purple.
You do have the fastest lap.
Yeah, I'm going purple again. In a boat. Might not be the fastest lap.
There we go.
Go, you little boat!
Well,
Go!
I'm closing
Yes,
this
I did it!
on my only victory of the week.
Ooh,
So
you didn't even have a challenge.
thanks for that. But unfortunately, I do have to call it there, everyone. It's getting quite late here. I will be back Tuesday morning, and tomorrow on YouTube in the Discord, I will post my timetable for the week. You can expect me back at the usual times, though. Luke, Wolfie, thanks again, lads.
No worries.
No worries.
Sorry we couldn't get you on this
Thank
time,
you,
Taya.
lads.
We'll sort it next time. Alright, everyone. It's been another edition of Puka GT Livestream. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks everyone else for commenting. And thanks again to Wolfie, Luke and Taya for joining the chat there and getting a race going. I'm Clark. You're watching Puka GT. Hope you have a good night. Take care.